So here we are at Upper Falls, and this is where we're climbing down for our meditation. So let's head down. Welcome everyone to Upper McCloud Falls. This is one of the noted 12 sacred sites of Mount Shasta. And as you can see, it's quite sacred. Today we're going to be doing a meditation here. And we're going to be attuning ourselves to the sound of Mother Earth and the sound of rushing water, like the great rush of the Holy Spirit. And in this place, there is a silence that is right underneath the hum of this river, if you will. And I have to believe that this constant loving sound of the waters sends out a vibration that brings peace. I've noticed that the people that walk the trails are all smiles and have a wonderful thing to say, and I've noticed that the deer walk right up to the people and right by. Animals can sense our mental noise. This is what they are truly afraid of. But there's no fear here. Unless you count the slightly steep trail to come down here. Just kidding. But I wanted to get on the other side of the trail so we would have this time together in peace, just us. Because the trail's on the other side where folks are walking up and down to lower, middle, and upper falls. But with the sound in the background of only the water and my voice, we can enjoy this in, well, solitude, but also partnership with Mother Earth. Sometimes I feel we need to disconnect, so to say, to our fellow people, just for a little while here and there. Because in the great mystery of who we are, we're both individuals and we're one. And there's a time for both. So let's spend some one-on-one time together with beautiful rivers that flow through most sacred Mount Shasta. So I'd like to start by bringing ourselves within our body. And we can do this by breathing. Breathing is like a bridge into the consciousness. And as we watch ourselves breathe, we can imagine white light filling us up, or any color of light that you choose to work with. Perhaps the violet light of Saint Germain, who is one of the great masters of Mount Shasta. And if you communicate with great Master Saint Germain while staring at the mountain, you may even start to see a violet haze come over your side of the mountain. So let us also call in this beautiful violet light from Master Saint Germain and breathe out all tension, any heaviness, worries, this or that. Let us just release. And as we do, we create space within us. And now we can fill this space with dear Mother Earth, with the golden prana light, the green healing light of the green all around us, the groundedness of these lava rocks that we're sitting on now. In many crystal shops, you'll find lava being a sought-after crystal with incredible properties. So as we sit here on this rock of lava, we stretch down to dear Mother Earth from our heart to hers, and we make our connection. And as we do, we can understand that as Mother Earth is a giant sphere, we form our Merkaba, which we'll do shortly. We are a minute sphere, if you will. And as we're connections, you can picture a ball bearing magnetized around a larger magnetized ball bearing, always connected to Mother Earth no matter where we travel. So let us do this now. Let us activate our Merkaba, our field of light, is our protection, our healing, our communication capsule, if you will. And we can do this by creating 6 points that emanate out from our heart. So as we pour our unconditional love out before us, we can think of this as, this is how we view the world, pouring this unconditional love out before us. We allow this cloud of unconditional love to filter and color our view as we look out into the world, and we can see the world in a more loving way. So we pour it out before us as the first direction. The second direction is behind us. Now we visually use our imagination, very powerful. We can picture the love pouring out behind us from our hearts. And we can understand this as a red carpet, if you will, as the color of love is red. Our hearts, Valentine's, the blood that pumps through our veins is love. We pour it out behind us. And this is a red carpet for all of our angels and masters to join us. And now we pour that same unconditional love out to our right and to our left. We can think of this as Abba and Ima, Mother, Father, God. And now, for our fifth direction, we allow unconditional love to emanate up, 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 as a cloud of love rising up. We're on volcanic rock. You can picture those beautiful cloud plumes coming from a volcano as the earth wakes up, as we wake up to the earth. And finally, for our sixth direction, down. And how fitting, we let the unconditional love flow from our heart down like a waterfall, washing out our lower chakras, our legs, our feet. And you can even picture trapdoors on the bottom of your feet. Letting all the heaviness, worry, anything, anxieties leave, go down to Mother Earth. And we ask her, dear Mother Earth, with all of your crystals and salt and love, please cleanse these energies and return them to me. And so as we do this, we can ask dear Mother Earth Gaia to reverse her flow and fill our hearts for an even stronger connection to dear Mother Earth. So feel this now. And as we emanate out in these six directions, before, behind, to the right, to the left, above and below, we allow them to go out to a point. Any point that is comfortable. And when those 6 points start to revolve, they form a sphere. This is our Merkaba, field of light. And as you work with this more and more, you will feel it. You will feel this sphere of light around you. And then you will feel it spin one way or the other, depending You could be receiving energy. If it spins one way, you could be transmuting energy. Anything that needs to leave your being, if it spins the other way. Clockwise, you're receiving energy. Counterclockwise, you're transmuting. And remember, always after transmuting and clearing yourself of any energy, to always fill that space with love. Golden light, prana, beautiful thoughts of Mother Earth. So we feel this now. Allow this to happen. So now, let us connect with the Lemurian light in a meditation to meet our body elemental. Our body elemental, one could say, is like an etheric duplicate of us, miniaturized. For they may be a few inches to several feet in height. But it's important to understand that as a human being, we all have one, at least one. And they are our dearest friend and partner in our healing. For they regulate our heartbeat, our metabolism, all the involuntary actions of the body that sustains our life. They're there with our higher selves, the I Am Presence, and God, to ensure the function of our bodies. But there's also an additional understanding we must have, is that our little body elemental, who loves jewelry and crystals and loves to climb around our body like a jungle gym, by the way, hasn't a free will of their own per se. In other words, if we say to ourselves, even passing, we think nobody's listening, oh, I am so sick today. Well, we understand on this journey that anything that follows the phrase I am with goes into a manifestation because we're calling on the I am. We're calling on our own God aspect to create. So if we say something like, I am sick today, the little body elemental will hear you, not judge. They love us too much, completely devoted, loyal. They will help to manifest our sickness for the day. For all they hear is a command. So we must be very diligent in how we treat ourselves and speak to ourselves. Also understanding that the only way, the true way to love others is to love ourselves first. So now, let us breathe lovingly into ourselves, into our bodies, as we call on the light of Mother Earth Gaia herself to raise up her energies and ground us. We invite our body elementals to be here, our higher selves, the Lemurian light, the Master Saint Germain of the Violet Flame, Archangel Michael with his protection on the spiritual journey. And you may call in any other guides, masters, angels that you work with. As we center ourselves in our heart, and as we do, we project out our unconditional love in 6 directions, out before us, behind us, to our right and to our left, above and below, and we let this expand. And we are in a field of light, of Merkaba, of unconditional love. And now, centered in our heart, let us find a stillness. As we bring in a powerful imagination, which we understand helps transport us in our astral travels. So right now I want you to imagine that it is a beautiful sunny day, and you find yourself walking barefoot through a thick wooded forest on a path of fresh, thick, soft green grass that feels wonderful under your feet. You gaze at the trees and all the life of the forest and take in its earthly smells and hear clearly all kinds of forest creatures and birds as the animals acknowledge and greet you in their gentle ways. You reach out your hand and feel the trees and their rough bark, their waxy leaves. You gently step over brittle dead leaves that crack under your feet, along with the soft mossy patches that are cool underfoot. Feel the forest. As you are walking and sensing intently the beautiful nature around you, you notice a clearing in the forest just up ahead that opens up into a small, secluded, grassy meadow, like it was put there just for you to discover and enjoy. And as you gaze up at the opening in the canopy of trees, you see a bright sunny sky with big puffy white clouds. And there is a very pleasant breeze that you close your eyes and simply feel sweep all over you with your favorite scent of flowers. Feel this. Sense and smell that scent. You then feel something brushing up against your leg. So you open your eyes and look down and see that it is a little flower, your favorite flower. And it is anywhere from a few inches tall to a few feet, and is gently brushing up against you in the wind. Look closely at this flower. Notice its color, height, leaves, petals. What does its structure look like? Can you see geometries in the flower? Shapes or symbols? Can you see your little flower as a little being? An entity all its own, with love to give you just by being beautiful and gentle and healing. See your flower for all these things and more. And as you stare lovingly at your new little flower friend, something interesting starts to happen. The flower starts to glow brighter and brighter. Then it begins to spin, and the body of the flower begins to morph into the little light body of a little light being that you immediately recognize as your very own vibration. Looks like he or she could be your fairy twin. She begins to jump for joy because you have become awake to her existence. She can hardly contain herself, dancing around your legs, and all the creatures of the forest call out in joy too. And you realize that you have a lot of catching up to do with your newfound little sister or brother of light. whose name may be similar or the same as yours, or something perhaps you never would have guessed. You'll have to ask he or she for a name. As you understand that this little one has actually been right by your side since the very beginning of your existence, and will forever love and never ever leave you. So we will take some time now to spend some time catching up, communing, frolicking, or just being with your little, beautiful body elemental. So take some time now. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, you have so much to talk about. You couldn't possibly do it all in this short time. So you promise to always talk with your body elemental at any time, for any reason. In meditation, in traffic, in a difficult situation, and in random, wonderful situations. Feel now what it is like to suddenly know that it is impossible to be alone. Because even if you didn't get a name today, which may take some time, you know who your body elemental truly is, who that someone is, and just as important, where she is, right by your side, always. Namaste. Namaste. And as we were meditating, as I was meditating, I was given two messages. One, this is a quantum camera. In other words, as I was calling in the light, being physically grounded here in this sacred place, calling on Lemurian energy and Master Saint Germain and all the wonderful angels and beings of light who are surely with us, I was helped to understand that when two beings make this connection like this, as you and I are doing right now, there is a solid quantum connection with the energies of this sacred mountain, Lemurian energy, unconditional love. And the camera is a tool that assists this. So let us think of a camera used in this way as a quantum camera. And that's wonderful to understand, especially when you see the cliffs that I had to descend down to be here, and how you're able to be at home or wherever you are now, not having to climb, so to say, down a cliff. But you are making a climb within. And as we climb up, we ascend, don't we? So whether it's a physical climb or a spiritual climb, we have connected from this place to wherever you are. And we thank wonderful, beautiful Lemurians for this insight and understanding. The second message I was given is that we can now, you can take your Lemurian crystal or any crystal you have and charge it with Lemurian energy right now. So take your crystal and hold it. And as with the Lemurian crystal, there are lines like grooves on a record, which is a perfect metaphor, as these are information. Lemurian seed crystals, seeds of information planted, left behind by them for us to pick up and receive, for there's information in these crystals. This is a communication tool to Lemurians or to any of your angels or masters or guides. Think of it. What makes radio communication possible? The crystal inside our radio. So now hold your crystal. You may rub it as well. Hold it dear to your heart. Hold it to your third eye, whatever feels comfortable. Let us now call in the Lemurian energy to attune our crystals to their high, unconditional love light. With great respect and love, we welcome you all with all our hearts. And at this time, we ask our beautiful brothers and sisters, our Lemurian family, to send their energies, the crystalline energies and the crystalline energies of dear Mother Earth, into all the crystals we hold so dear. We hold in our hearts, in our pockets, on our crystal grid, in our homes, in our cars, in our workplace, wherever we love and bring our crystals for our insights, wisdom, healing, protection, information, messages. And the light is coming in now. So hold your crystal with love. Visualize your crystal glowing with white light. And now, visualize a beam of light connecting the heart of your crystal to your heart. Make this connection now. And as we rub our crystals, we understand not only will they release information, but this also excites the molecules physically on the crystal and helps to emanate that energy and radiate into our field of energy. As a crystal is a pattern, a repeating perfect pattern, we can allow the crystal to realign our energies to straighten us out, so to say, spiritually, aligning us so that our energies are not frayed, helping to bring us into our pillar of light. And we thank the Lemurians. This has been done for us now. Remember, in the new energy, healings will be happening a lot faster. Our intention to heal starts the healing immediately. So make your intentions of healthful and helpful, loving energies to yourself often. And remember, always, in the Lemurian light, our family, your family of light is with you. Whereas the physical location of Mount Shasta is where the Lemurians have chosen to be. We also understand that as quantum beings of light, they're everywhere. So call them into your homes, call them into your cars, call them into your life. And call them family. So with great respect and love, I thank you for joining me here at beautiful McLeod Upper Falls, one of the noted 12 sacred sites of Mount Shasta. And as you breathe in all this energy and ground, we seal it all in by calling in the golden light. And you may imagine yourself now too, sitting upon a rock of lava, grounding you, bringing in the wonderful healing qualities of dear, dear Mother Earth. I thank you for joining me with love and blessing and peace. Breathe in the love that you are and simply be yourself. Namaste. So, I hope you enjoyed that meditation at the falls. We're on a hike back now, and this will be a wonderful time to just soak in the environment, the energy, and I'm just going to keep quiet and put the view on the trail. And this is a wonderful thing to do after a meditation, is to just go for a walk or just do some kind of activity where you're just kind of being, observing. So let's do that now. Well, we've just had our waterfall meditation, and after a meditation, sometimes it's wonderful and grounding just to simply look out the window or go for a walk. So as we ground from our beautiful meditation, I'm going to put the view on the trail so you can walk the trail too, along the sacred river. Namaste. As we walk together, or as you walk solo, so to say, you may also repeat an affirmation for yourself. And it's the motion of walking, the alchemy of energy, whether you are actually moving your muscles or not. You can visualize and imagine yourself merging with this trail. As you say an affirmation to yourself, something, for instance, from Master Saint Germain: I'm a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of love walking this earth, healing with every step. And once you make an affirmation for yourself, make it your own, it becomes very powerful. So I'm going to stay quiet now and allow you to walk the trail, the path. Namaste. Dear Mother Earth, we thank you for your beauty and love. Namaste.